Thank you very much for letting us kind of, well, being trapped in a room today.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you don't have a lot of choice.
I don't actually. I don't. But I'm happy to be here. It's nice to talk about things that you enjoy, and I enjoy this movie.
How does it feel being part of the Marvel gang? How was, was it exciting getting the kind of the confirmation and then?
Yeah, it was, and I really love to do things that kind of scare me, in my work, and there were certain elements of this, having to do so much stunt work and playing a part that was so physical and working with green screen. There was a lot of uncharted territory for me, so that was really electrifying,
And she's a great character as well.
Thanks. I like her a lot.
What was that, when you sort of were working on the character, were any things that, you know about her or you decided about her that we don't necessarily know yet, that were kind of just things that you thought, well, this is, she likes doing this, she doesn't like this, that maybe we didn't see on screen, but were just kind of your personal thoughts about her?
Yeah, and actually this exists in the comic books. She is bisexual.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so that's cool. I think there are 9 characters in the comic books that are queer or bi. So Valkyrie is one of them, and I think that's really neat. Something that you wouldn't necessarily get in this movie, but it's cool that there's representation in the comic books, and hopefully one day there's a character that you get to sort of see that. In this, in the 70s or I think the late 60s, she was used by some groups as sort of this symbol of women's lib movement, and so I just thought of her kind of as this kind of very feminist figure in a way, non-gender conforming in her own way, which I really liked. Yeah, those were things that kind of excited me about her. In doing some of the fight sequences, I thought about her just fighting patriarchy in a way. And that was something that I talked about with Mark Ruffalo a lot. I just liked that as my own kind of secret reference point. I liked it so much that I did, split a guy's eyebrow accidentally one day. Guy named Steve, very sweet.
How does that then go sort of the next couple of days when you're seeing them at the kind of craft services? Well, is it awkward?
Well, I bought, he's really into chocolate milk. I was so freaked out after it happened that I was like asking all the people in the stunt department and my really amazing stunt double, Tara Mackin, like, what do I do for Steve? I don't know what to do. How do I apologize? What do I do? And she was like, he likes chocolate milk. And so I got this really nice chocolate milk, like the real, in a glass bottle. And I got him a bunch of beer, and I just apologized profusely. But for them, it's like, it's sort of a badge of honor in a way. It's, battle wounds. And he healed up really nicely, and you'd never be able to tell.
Yeah. Did you get any injuries when you were doing all the scenes or training? Or?
Yeah, I have a couple nicks, actually. You can't see now, but a couple nicks. Sometimes my costume would just sort of nick me, but bruised all the time.
Yeah,
just
sore.
Just constant sore and bruising. Lots of Epsom salt baths and heating myself and icing myself. Yeah.
I feel like you could write a book that was just kind of Marvel training techniques and recovery.
I really think that someone ought to, because there's also a lot of things that you just wish you knew, about how to navigate the suit and go to the bathroom and timing when to drink a lot of water and when not to, because getting out of the suit is really hard. And just little tidbits and how to deal with a cape and when to ask for a short one, and then they fix it in post because otherwise you're going to trip. And I think a guide, a handbook would be really nice.
One of the things I loved about the character is that she's a bit of a drinker, which is obviously very true to the comic as well.
Yeah.
And that's always really fun to see, especially because you don't get it a lot with female characters. It's
no,
often,
you don't, right?
The male characters.
I know, it's true.
What do you think her signature cocktail would be?
She's a whiskey girl, but I mean she doesn't drink, and she drinks beer. She likes beer. It's a Sakarian version of beer, so sometimes she has a habit of trading sort of her, the money that she gets for alcohol, which is not great. But yeah, there's this weird hooch. It's sort of like this purple Sakarian drink that's really strong. It's something like 25 proof, and so she swigs on that a ton, moonshine. The truth is, I think about her as the kind of girl that's at a party and just is at the dregs of the party when the booze is running out, is just going around checking cups to see if there's anything in it. I think she mixes her pleasure, so she doesn't stick to one spirit of choice. She'd be a lot better off in the morning if she did. A lot of bad hangovers.
Yeah, I imagined kind of Valkyrie-sized hangovers. Well, thank you very much. Genuinely.
What were you the god of again?